Hey, FlimsyLunchTray with you today, and today we're going to be featuring a randoms battle domination mode on the map New Dawn. I am divisioned up with two of my clanmates, being Samus Small and Hello Everybody 5. As we were having a good time, and this game was wrapped up the end of the night for myself. So I want to feature the Jervis today, which is a Tier 7 tech tree British destroyer. And I also have bad cap, so if you hear those random captain noises and screamings and stuff, that's why you're hearing that. And tomorrow's video, I will be featuring a Jervis upgrade in commander build. I've been trying to showcase some videos that aren't just high tier, but also try to get down to some of the lower tier stuff as well. So, and here we go. So I'm looking over, as I do any match, trying to see what the lineup is. We have no carriers this match. I believe it's, we're top tier at tier 7. No radar. The only really threat could be potentially hydroacoustic search. But I'm going to this flank here, the A flank. And the first thing I have here is I can make a decision. I can go aggressive and kind of keep on the track I am now, go to the left side of the island, as you can see on the mini-map the direction I'm going, or I can take the more safer routes and coming in more the backside, but that tends to be torpedoed. So I don't feel like risking my concealment if there are other cruisers and battleships are sitting there, since this island chain I'm looking at kind of blocks your view to see what's coming. So I'm going to slip in back here in A, and then just before I enter the cap, I will use my hydroacoustic search because it's so long lasting, and it has 3 kilometer detection range. So that is quite helpful in being in the Jervis. Now the Jervis is, in my opinion, she's a good British destroyer. She's not OP by any means. I've had player ask once if I thought she was OP. No, she's a good ship, user well. Her torpedoes are 7 kilometers, so that makes it a bit struggle in trying to get in close enough when your concealment is I think 6.1, or 6.3. Trying to tell off the mini map. Looks like it's 6.3. So that means you have to get uncomfortably close to be able to dump your torpedoes off, and that's when smoke screen and using islands, but then also if there are ships pushing into you, you can take advantage of dumping torpedoes in their general direction. I do get detected here. They have the scon. One of the reasons I like to see what ships are on an enemy team is have an idea of what potential destroyers I'm going to be up against, and so those are usually the first ships that are going to spot myself when you are a destroyer player. And so that meant that, he's got a quick torpedo reload time, and he has fast torpedoes in being the scon. We also moved to the edge of the smoke screen because I am expecting torpedoes, and again, there are torpedoes. I'm still able to use this. I kind of wish I would have held my torpedoes and used them instead here on King George, as I didn't realize he was going to push in quite this early. He is from the QQ7 clan, so that's like the 3rd tier clan of 07. You have 07, 007, and then you have the QQ7 clan. So I had noticed that when I was looking at the matchup, so I just kind of keep a particular eye on him. As now, my goal here is to move to the edge of this island here and start putting some HE fire down. That's the nice thing with the smoke screens. There's the quick reload time when you use them, but the duration of the smoke screen is rather short. So I'm backing back out here, and I switch shots to the Nagato, but now that we see the King George, we're going to put a salvo back on him again. And we just kind of get out here and continue to use this. We do get a fire on the King George, but unfortunately he does DCP it, as he was, I think, using a heal there to get going again. Now the scon hasn't been aggressive, and so I've taken note of that already, because he's not the one who's been contesting the caps, it's been the battleships. Our Queen Elizabeth decides to yellow in here. So not sure what he was thinking, but it's just going to result in him being dead. So basically in this situation, it's just good to utilize this island coverage. It's too early to just rush in like that Queen Elizabeth did. Where for now, we just want to kind of keep them at bay. Keep some distance on them. And just use this island coverage to our advantage. And so, even though we're not doing a ton of damage, we're still being what's going to be called an annoyance, and you'll see why here in a minute. Because we're just trying to set fires, and we're trying to get them to back off. So us sitting here is being a deterrent. Also that we have torpedoes, of course. You get 10 torpedoes, 2 tubes of 5. And so you get to usually be effective in preventing. One of the roles I'm trying to focus on right now is now our Pensacola is about to die, of course. Is that if the battleships want to push up, or the cruiser wants to push up, sure, I'm sitting here with torpedoes. And that's why I really want to use this island. I want to hang on to it. I don't want to leave this position. So I want to stay here as long as possible. Because the longer I'm here, the more of a threat that is to the enemy team, and they can't effectively push up. Now with this, what is it? I can't tell. Is it Oklahoma? Now that he's pushing in, I'm going to back out here, and I'm going to single launch my torpedoes. So I'm kind of, maybe he's going to turn, and you can fan, you can single launch the torps, and sometimes also you can single launch them like I'm doing now, and sometimes that might help you get some more effective damage when there's a battleship pushing in directly towards you. So we'll see if this ends up being effective or not as he's turning back in. So that's not going to work out too swell for us. And so King George is pushing back in, and so we're going to see about setting him on fire again. He's just been kind of reversing in, and then he'll accelerate out, as we see him doing here. I did get detected, which I'm thinking the Scon is to the north of me, so I go ahead and pop my hydroacoustic search. And this is Overlord's stream.
God, dude, just, And that Jervis knows how to be Cancer pretty much. He's doing a good job of being an annoyance for sure.
Nice.
Some of the best compliments when you get called being Cancer and Tier 7 Jervis. Compliment taken. So that made me laugh. And I didn't know till after I posted a battle result for this game. Some of in one of the Discord servers I'm in, guys pointed out that he is a really good player and he tends to stream. So I looked him up, and voila. So he's going to leave our range and go dark, so then we're just going to switch back to shooting any other ship that's within sight. My goal is just to try to keep setting fires. You can see we've set 5 fires so far with 41,000 damage. And that is when I get a torpedo indicator with the hydroacoustic search up. So just as I thought, this gun was over here. Now I was already sitting bow in this direction, so I didn't really have to reposition. Because whenever I deal with this gun, I want to be bow or stern in, preferably bow in, because 2 of those of my 3 double turrets are sitting in the front of the ship. So I'm kind of pushing up here. I'm trying to get an idea where the Scon is. We got this Oklahoma. Looks like he's might try to make a break through this channel here. And so I'm kind of moving up into a position to get ready for him. Still aware that their Scon might be up here, and there he is. And so I'm not using smokescreen yet. I want him. I want to bait him to shoot, which he does. And so that means that the Colorado is going to be able to detect him, which works perfect for us, which means we are concealed and we get free damage in. Still keep an eye on what the Oklahoma is doing. And he's fired his torpedoes at the Colorado, which means that there are no torpedoes coming in towards me. So that will mean I get to be comfortable and sitting here for the time being. So now I'm pushing back up. See what this Oklahoma's doing. He is being conscious. He's got his guns pointed in this direction. You know, Colorado. We've just lost to Colorado. And so I think I can get the job done with one spread of torpedoes. So now my job is to reverse. One of the good things about the Jervis with the British destroyers is that they tend to have good propulsion and acceleration, which is really nice. So, and also that they're really maneuverable. So that really helps to be able to juke shots. So it feels really comfortable to me. Sort of similar to the Cossack, but not quite. Cossack's a bit better. It's Tier 8 premium British destroyer that I really enjoy playing. Okay, so we've got rid of him. And now I'm looking to see what is, what are the Graf Spray and the King George are doing. I'm trying to give it a little bit of distance here so I can lob these shells up over the island again. You know, we've been using this island for most of the time, but when we've had to use our smoke screens, we've been doing so, you know, the scon or just being detected by a battleship if we push a little too far out. Because for me, I want to stay as undetected as long as possible. Now I do get detected here, which tells me the scon has indeed pushed back out, and he's not firing yet. And yeah, there he is now. So I'm going to go ahead and smoke up again. Keep chipping him away. And now the King George. So now I'm in a position where I know that the scon has likely fired torpedoes into my smoke screen. So I need to leave. And I'd rather have stayed there because then I could have had a better torpedo angle on the King George if he decided to push out. The one mistake regret I did have is I didn't single launch the torpedoes more on the corner of the island. I thought about it, but then I decided not to. And the Overlord, he's a good player, and he's being mindful of that, and he is going to sidestep our torpedoes. We have our next set of torpedoes off cooldown, but we have to show a lot of side, and I'm not willing to do that with a British battleship that has good HE damage. And instead, he goes for the Omaha next to me. But the Omaha is going to get him back with these torpedoes, which is going to be quite nice. And as soon as he's deleted, I'm going to turn and deal with this scon. So scon, like I said, he's been very hesitant player. He doesn't seem very confident in his decision-making skills. And now it's too late for him to have done anything where he could have been more of a threat to us earlier. And now we're just going to push in and punish him and take him out of the game. And that is going to be a win. And going to post-battle results, we'll see how we fared. So over 92,000 damage, particularly on that Oklahoma. We got 2 destroyed, 6 set on fires, 2 floodings, 6 spots, over 250,000 credits, 5,640 XP, and almost 500 free XP, along with a devastating strike. So it's a pretty good match. Team score-wise, I'm going to take 2nd place. The 2 division mates with me, Sammy and hello everybody, we're doing a great job on the opposite end of the map at C cap and then moving towards Bravo, and they came up just in time to apply more pressure on the remaining enemy team at A cap. So my goal is just to hold off as long as possible. So you can see the Oklahoma, the scon, and then some other of the damage there. Again, a lot of it was just from the main battery, and 30,000 there from torpedoes. And with premium count all said and done, we're going to get 210,000 credits. Yeah, so destroyers I've been playing more and more lately. I've been grinding the Jervis to get to the Tier 8 British destroyer. And since 0.10.L, I've been playing destroyers a lot more so than normal. Just because with things changing out the commander rework and the skills and how they're continuing to fluctuate, and it seems like they'll continue to fluctuate even into the fall. The destroyer class has been one that I feel pretty comfortable in, and you get to see that here in New Dawn. So like I said, I will have a upgrade and commander build video up tomorrow, being Saturday, of the Jervis, along with Bad Cap. So be looking for that to come. And if you liked today's battle, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you want to see more. And if you haven't already subscribed, thanks so much. Really appreciate it, as I believe we just reached 170 subscribers. So until next time, take care.